And it's nice to see the leg sometimes, exactly. Really nice.
I just have to hide my sound belt. No.
You're like a Bond girl.
Yeah, totally.
Welcome to Portrait Mode. In this episode, I speak with dancer Skylar Brandt. Skylar is a principal dancer with American Ballet Theatre and has been with the company since 2009. Some of her leading roles with ABT include Giselle in Giselle, Kitri in Don Quixote, and Odette Odile in Swan Lake. In 2022, she was featured on the Forbes 30 Under 30 list for arts and style. It's always a lot of fun shooting with dancers.
How are you?
How's it going?
Good, thanks for doing this.
Oh my God, of course.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
Do you want to go through looks first quickly?
Yes.
Yeah, you said you have a lot of really interesting things.
Things.
Ooh, wow.
Yes. These are Norma Kamali pants.
So fun.
Fringe, great for movement. Here's this.
I love this. What was this from?
That's from ABC.
Wow.
This is a Missoni dress. It was my mom's.
This, I love the sort of the volume and
like the tools kind of.
yeah. I'm thinking this one.
Okay.
Because of the gray backdrop,
Yes.
I think this will really pop on it.
Right.
And then it's just a little sliding door here.
Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Voila.
We're ready. Hi. Oh my God, this looks amazing.
Yeah, we put your floor down, so hopefully this works.
This is perfect.
Do you mind if I snap you while you're doing this?
yeah, no,
Just like on
please.
this
That is a-
old school guy.
What?
It's a Rolleiflex. It was my dad's, and
That's
he gave it to me. It's
incredible.
amazing. It takes those square photos, you know?
There's something so special about film. I mean, as a dancer, I love digital because then I can look at the shot and fix myself.
and I like to do both. I do both. But
Yeah.
if like something like this, I feel like it's so much more special on film for some
totally.
reason. I don't know why. Certain things I'm just like, this will look really beautiful. I've heard you do something special to your shoes.
I do. I do. My feet are not like the best feet for ballet because they're not that flexible. It's like something, you're either born with it or you're not. Because my feet don't point as much, what I do to help myself is I cut out half of the shoe.
Oh, wow.
So that
That's
I
insane.
can mold the shoe more easily so that when I go up on point, my weight essentially pushes it over and I cut it so high so that this like jagged part doesn't actually press in anywhere. And then I also wear, which is something that other dancers do, but they don't talk about as openly because it's kind of like, I don't want to say they're embarrassed, but it's like something that people usually like to keep a secret. I wear what's called arch enhancers, which is like a fake arch to give me look like I have more.
Yeah, I mean, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, so, but I don't mind, you know, I've
You
never
don't mind talking
shied
about it
away
because
talking about it.
it's real.
Because it's real, and also, you know, people with super flexible feet, it's not like they didn't work for their feet, they're just born with those feet. So I'm like, I wasn't born with those feet.
Right, and so
I'm
you figured out a
gonna
way.
remedy it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you worked at it and figured out a way around it.
Exactly. But what's crazy about me cutting out half of my shoe is that my shoe still lasts me like 3 months. You know, I could
that's
wear the
long?
same. So a normal, let's say a professional dancer could go through a single pair of point shoes in like a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
crazy.
Or like a couple pairs in a performance.
That's wild.
So, but my shoes, so the point shoe woman loves me. I save ABT a lot of money because I'm never in there requesting new point shoes. That's
Great. Shall we start?
Let's
Are you ready?
do it.
Are there directors at ballets, or is it like a choreographer is the director?
Well, the choreographer is the director, and then there's like the main who will be able to say, this is how I want you to do X, Y, or Z of my step.
Right.
But then we have our director who casts people and could give feedback, correction,
Okay.
that kind of thing. But I do feel like you're like the choreographer
Sort of.
today.
Because I'm the director, right? But
You're the
I'm
director.
obviously not a choreographer.
Yeah. But you
So-
could be like, do that again, or like, can you do something
so you
that
do sort of
you
what
know.
you feel would be interesting for a photo. And then if
Perfect.
I see something that I like, or that, you know,
Totally.
can you do something more with your hands here or whatever.
Yes,
I'll-
yes,
and
yes,
then if
yes.
something that I say sounds ridiculous, just tell me to
Yes, okay,
be quiet. I
amazing.
will not be offended.
Okay.
So we'll just do, you know, oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, gorgeous. That's really nice. And it's nice when you're also turning toward the window because of the light.
The light is comes.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Keep that in mind then.
So pretty. Gorgeous. Yeah, I love that too from the front. Really nice.
When did you decide you wanted to start dancing professionally?
When I was 8 years old.
I'm dreaming of becoming a ballerina, and I wanted so much.
So you started the classes at 6.
6. I was like, oh, I will be a principal dancer at ABT. Like, not even a single edge of doubt. That was just me having big dreams and thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
And I
so-
love that you just knew. Like,
I knew.
need to do this.
Yes, yeah. I was a kid who was playing with my imagination, playing house, dress up, whatever. And when I went to see the ballet and I saw grown-ups being princesses and fairies and things on stage with music and with sets, I was like, oh, I can do this when I grow up, and that's literally what I wanted to do.
Oh my gosh.
Like
yes.
something like
I
this,
love
yeah.
the movement. Love. And I liked when you sort of, the first time, you kind of looped around, it felt like. I know this is not, I'm not
Looped.
saying it right.
I felt like
Say
it
it
was
again.
more, you sort of put it up more from the side.
Got it, okay. Uh-huh.
Gorgeous. That's exactly. And then the hands can try,
Each time you do it,
Yes.
just maybe try a different hand position. So we
Okay,
get a
okay,
variety.
great.
gorgeous. That was so pretty.
Uh-huh.
I love that one. And maybe one more.
That is so stunning. I feel like we have it,
Amazing.
right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's do something completely different, sort of
I could
moving.
do maybe
Oh,
more
maybe
like a
something-
pirouette. Like
yeah, pirouette
where
so you
you
get the
see
spinning.
yeah.
I love that.
1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I love this already. Gorgeous. That's really nice what you just did with the leg.
I'm coming in a little closer.
Sort of more portraity.
Sometimes it's so pretty just to have you still,
Agreed.
right?
So pretty. Gorgeous. Oh, like a holds. Beautiful.
And then let's try one standing. What if we go by the window?
That's nice. I love the soft face and then just kind of like leaning on the wall. Cool. Yeah, I love that with the head against the wall.
Okay, let's take a minute. I actually have some rapid fire questions for you.
Okay.
Are
Okay.
you up for that?
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Don't think too hard about them, just whatever first comes to mind.
Okay. Okay.
Favorite role you ever played?
Giselle.
Last song you listened to?
Pyramids.
Favorite person to follow on Instagram?
Alexis Brandt, my sister.
Love that. Favorite song to dance to?
Ooh. Philip Glass.
Love that answer.
Yeah.
This one is from my daughter.
Okay.
Are you in the Nutcracker?
I am.
But what have you played? Recently?
About every role that there is to play, but most recently, Clara.
Nice. All right, so this next series is this or that. So you just pick which one you prefer.
Okay.
Tights over or under a leotard?
Tights over.
Turns or balance?
Turns.
Adagio or grand allegro?
Adagio, which is surprising because I used to hate, like, abhor Adagio.
Odette or Odile?
Odile.
Dental floss or sewing thread?
Dental floss.
Classical or contemporary?
Classical.
Drama or comedy?
Drama.
Performing in front of a crowd of friends or a crowd of strangers?
In front of a crowd of friends.
Center stage or save the last dance?
Center stage.
Amazing job, I love all your answers.
Thanks, that was nerve-wracking too.
I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
I've been directing you the whole shoot. I was wondering if you would like to turn the camera around on me.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's
So you'll direct me.
This is so exciting. I'm gonna put this around my neck.
Do I get a hair and makeup test?
Yeah, right?
Okay, so
Ooh.
direct me and tell
Oh
me
my
what
God,
to
this
do.
is so much harder than what I just
I
did.
need direction.
Do something like sort of covering your face with your hands, but where I can just like see your eyes. Yeah, that's really beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Do you like it actually?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay. And then I'll do subject's choice. Yeah. Okay.
So serious.
No,
Amazing.
but with a little
I
hint
love
of a
it.
smile.
I love it.
My turn.
Hold on, let me get down. I'm like, just hold that right there. Cool. So, are you up for going outside for a minute?
Yeah.
I'll like bring my Super 8 and we'll do like a little video. Is that cool?
Awesome.
My idea for this little short is to do almost like a little spy vignette where you start out in one space and you almost like you're hiding like behind a wall and then you like spin your way to another space. You start here, like you're, you know, going down and then we'll round the corner and everything.
Okay.
It could almost be like one of those,
Like,
you know, where like
Yes.
you kind of, with your back like straight
Yes.
to the thing.
yes, yes. Okay.
Ready, go. You're so good. I love it.
Is that
so
okay?
much. Yes,
Is that what
perfect.
you were thinking?
It was absolutely perfect. Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
take a couple frames of you on this little guy. And then the big movements are cool. Okay, do one this way where I see the street behind you instead. Cool. 1, 2, 3. Casual. Gorgeous. I think we got it.
Yay!
It was so good. Thank you so much. What a fun morning.
To you. I know.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see that film. You're amazing. You need to act.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sophie.